drug addiction and the help that government tries to give to people, it's undeliverable by time. I've been around skilled worker since I've been in America, and I'm observing things as a scholar and researcher. And I discovered that when people go into drug rehab, it's because they probably can't smoke as much as they've been doing in the past, or they feel as if they're going to die. So it's like, no, I can't die, I need to smoke some more. So they take a little break, go into these programs, they start telling them things like, oh, you're special, you're important, and nice clothes, and they start acting as if they're class and culture. Thank you, and please, and what I call them, sir, and all this stuff. Especially when the facility then offers, services to more fortunate ones, like maybe food, soup kitchen. They're normally like supervisors, and they have positions in there and so on, and they exercise their authority. And I'm saying sometimes in some of the thrills and drama that's going on their poor folks, if they have only exposed themselves to some of that, they would have been so much better. Apparently, it seems as if they know what they need to be doing, but I don't think so. It's just games that they're because confidence games that feel like, oh, I'm so good and everything's good, and then just trip up, jump the program, and then go back and smoke again. But I'm discovering another thing. I don't know when it started, but folks are saying, well, people with experience are better to work in this field than people who just have had no experience in it and have lived a decent life. I beg to differ. Many preachers I've seen also were con men and jailbirds and drug addicts and so on, and somewhere along the line, one of these programs, they got a call, and they misread the call. The call was to get saved and find a church and sit down and listen to some good teaching and start seeing how you can redeem the time that has been lost. It's not a thing that the call is to go and open a church, and so they don't know anything. They just, talking stuff that the elementary stuff. You see, this person wanted a job and sleeping late until 12. One prepare a resume and then say, Lord, I need a job. And everybody said, yes. I mean, that was elementary. I mean, it's like, you want a job, you got to get up early, you got to have your resume, you have to keep going back in the doors. Why nothing brilliant? I want you to get into the scriptures and get back to when it was written on the environment in which it was speaking to, and see how you could extrapolate and sort of bring that principle up here. It's just something that we ought to be doing. Well, that's what I think theologians ought to be doing. But as I said, they look for people with experiential knowledge. Now I go by a place here called Famito de Jesus, and I'm asking who is the professional social workers there, or who are the professionals? And the guys are telling me, well, that one used to be a prostitute, that one was a drug addict, that one used to be this, this one was crazy in the street, this, blah, 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 blah. And the funny thing though is that when they assume these positions, they also bring along with it this status and the social importance. They're now important. When the mayor comes to town, they're the ones that can greet the mayor and give him the key to the place. So, and they're trying to treat you like be in a similar situation to the one they were in with this day in a car. I'm not going to get into why would I doing that. Maybe they hated what they were doing, or they hate themselves at that time, and you are embodiment of what they have been like them. I don't want to get rid of it. But I maintain that if the social workers were people who have been obedient to the parents, followed the laws of the land, stayed in school, got a degree in social work, I prefer them to tell me that I haven't had that experience, I don't know what it's about. These who are in it gonna find a way to get around, but when they go around teaching other young people now that I have never used drugs, I don't know what needs to be done, I don't understand it and so forth. But people say, oh, you mean people have lived and have never used drugs? Yes, I've never used drugs. I'm saying, oops, there's something new, we should try that, don't use drugs. That's the way I think it should be done. But they're bringing these dead bodies, these losers. And also I'm noticing too, like in the park, people bring food to feed, and then certain people in the start moving to the top, organizing that you get in a line, you go home, you're not going to get no food here today. You have already, and you're taking food from the homeless, you should go, you have a plate. They're doing stuff like that, and they're ready to beat you up. Now, I don't know if there ever be done anybody, but the person injured, whether the people bringing the food will be responsible for that, because they see them doing stuff and I tell them to stop, or tell them that we don't need that help, let people fall in line, we're going to control that. I will not. Because in this building I live, across the other side, there was a lesbian couple, and she's bringing up all the homeless folks in the street. Behind the eating and the music and the smoke in the camera. So one day she told me, you must come out, always have things to eat. Well, I'm not a greedy or gluttony. I eat 3 pounds as enough for me, and I get the food free anyway. So you go over there for the freeness, you know, she must start saying, hey, you know something, we need some oil. Can you buy the oil? And we need some this, can you buy it? So now I got to start putting on money here now when I don't need to eat. So at that time I was going to the University of Puerto Rico, so I told her, I'm busy, I have a lot of work to do, I'm in school, I have, studying Spanish and so on. But I know it's going to go down. You go over there, they're going to start getting me money, they're going to start getting me a business. This one going to like you, they're going to start a fight with you, or a fight going to happen, the police going to come in, a couple of them got guns, shooting happening, drugs doing, somebody spike your stuff. And then they're nasty, these people don't follow how rules, but put a hand in the butt, and then the police can just start with you and scratching yourself, and then you eat. I mean, I'm poor, but I follow health principles, see? So with these social worker people, we try to help people to beat the street and to stop drugs and all that stuff. I think it's just a waste of time because they don't know anything else than that kind of culture. And a lot of people in it would like to know that somebody who understands them. It's not about understanding you, it's about you got to understand that this thing here was wrong, it was done, and you got to get out it and ask God to help you and stay away from it. But when you want to have people who have done it and they understand you and it's all with you and all that stuff, you're not serious. And then don't have no practical resources or suggestions for you to get yourself out of there. On the other hand, the person who hasn't gone there will tell you, like, you need to ask God for help. And that's what I did, that's why I didn't use it. And you got to stay away from the crowd that uses that and get into a new group. Go to school, see if you could get your criminal record, sort of expunge, see if you could get your mental problems straight, and go and live a good life, get back with your family, get back with your kids, get back with your wife, get you any job you could find, and move on up. One guy in the park saying, man, I don't want to work, I get paid good by the government, so he sleeps all in the park, right? So you don't know what, he's cool right there. Later on, you might get old, you might want kids, then you discover that, that government check can't help. And you wasted all these years when you could have gone to school or get a career or something over there. So we got to come away from this place where they have the experiential knowledge. That's not important. The important thing is that you want people who are qualified. If they were a drug addict and they qualified, good. But not because you're a drug addict, you won't be a social worker. You're supposed to have a bachelor's social work to be a social worker, I believe. Or you're an associate to work in social work, or a master's in social work. So, there we go. They don't try that with medicine or nursing, though. Or he was an addict, or he could be right now.